Traveling with your friends to the mountains is fun, but taking your dogs along too? Well, that's a whole other level of interesting. This Mumbai couple, along with their friends, took a trip to the mountains with their dogs, traveled by train, and even stayed in igloos. Because why shouldn't dogs have all the fun?
Hi, I'm Karan.
Hi, I'm Vrutika.
This is Coffee.
And that's butter.
So we took a trip to the mountains in the Himalayas in Himachal Pradesh in the month of January 2021 with our dogs to experience snow. We travelled by the first class AC, and here's our journey.
Vrutika and Karan, along with their friends, took off for the mountains in January 2021, keeping in mind all the safety guidelines. And since travelling by plane wasn't a good idea for the dogs, they decided to travel by first class AC train.
So in train they're only allowed in first class and not any other class. What you got to do is book your train ticket online. Make sure that you select coupe as an option. But as you're closer to your trip, you have to send a letter to the assistant reservation department of railway, putting a letter out saying that you have your two dogs coming along with you, and if they could allot a coupe. Because if you do not get a coupe, you will not be allowed to travel with your dogs. So they also have an option of a cabin which has like a 4-seater. So in 4-seater, if assume then there's another couple and they are not okay with your dogs, you will be denied to go on that train.
And 2 hours before the train departure, you have to check in your dogs near the luggage gate, where they will be given some necessary slips and tags. This experience was surely a great time for the dogs as they played fetch and had a great time with Karan and Vrutika.
So we had booked a travel company which was obviously pet friendly. So we got 2 Innovas. We were traveling with Bata's brother and his parents as well. So we had 2 Innovas, 3 dogs, 4 of us and 2 drivers. Shitload of luggage.
Yeah, we had a lot of luggage.
And over the span of 15 days, they covered many towns like Chandigarh, Sundargarh, Sethan, Manali, Jibli, Shimla and Kasauli, where the dogs experienced the road trip journey, the mountains, the snow, and the highlight of the trip was the igloo stay in Sethan, as this was the first time the dogs had experienced something so different like this, along with camping in the snow.
Traveling, like how they say that 1 dog year is equal to 7 human years. They have 7 times the fun that we do. Like Coffee did not want to come back. Butter was not sleeping throughout the trip. So that's a normal drill with these guys. 7 days, 10 days, whatever we travel, they'll barely sleep and then come back and sleep it out for 4 days. That's the amount of fun they have.
The couple did not face any difficulties during their travels, and while keeping in mind the dog's comfort, they had to keep a few things in check, like choose pet-friendly hotels and Airbnbs, along with carrying some necessary dog food for their journey, and most importantly, winter clothes to keep the dogs warm and comfortable. And they did not face any difficulties as such, as the dogs adapted to the weather conditions very well. Karan and Vrutika would also like to give the viewers a message who would like to travel with their dogs but are unable to do so.
One thing that we meet a lot of people, obviously when we travel with dogs, people want to meet them and talk to them, and they also have dogs, they remember their dogs and they're like, oh, I wish I would have got mine. But you know what, I mean, it's not that difficult, and these guys can just adjust anywhere. Like, take them, they have a short life, they live probably 10-15 years, they love it. Like, you'll see every second that they have, they're going to enjoy it to the core.